Good evening, everyone. My name is Kenneth Fleming, Master of Ceremonies and Senior Class President. I would like to ask that everyone please remain standing for the presentation of colors and the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Thank you. You may now be seated. At this time, I would like to ask Mr. Kenneth White, the principal of Highland Springs High School, to please come back to the podium.
Parents, guests, family members, and friends, again, welcome to the 113th annual commencement exercises of Highland Springs High School. We have assembled here tonight to celebrate the completion of one of many chapters in our students' lives. We are delighted to have you here with us this evening. We're also pleased to have several guests who will momentarily bring greetings. If the platform guests would please stand and remain standing as your name is announced. I would ask for the audience to please hold your applause until the last guest is announced. Representing the Varina District for the school board, Chair, Mr. John Montgomery. Representing the Fairfield District for the school board, Mr. Roscoe Cooper. From the Board of Supervisors, representing the Varina District, Mr. Tyrone Nelson. Our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Amy Cashwell. Other stage guests, Ms. Amy Soban, Associate Principal of Highland Springs High School. Ms. Ebony Hill, Assistant Principal of Highland Springs High School. Mr. Jesse Chavis, Assistant Principal of Highland Springs High School. Mr. Kenneth Fleming, Master of Ceremonies for the class of 2019. Mr. Aiden Hemstreet, Salutatorian, class of 2019. Ms. Sierra Tutwiler, Valedictorian, class of 2019. Mr. Adonis Dorsey Williams, member, class of 2019. Ms. Catherine Leonard, science teacher at Highland Springs High School, Ms. Sherelle Davis, Director of School Counseling, and Ms. Sybil Pemberton, our special guest. You can clap now. Thank you. You all may be seated. We would also like to recognize the administrators from our feeder schools who do such an amazing job of preparing our students in the early years of their education and who share their continued support for our graduates by being here today. As I call your name, please stand and let us acknowledge you. Dr. Tolliver, Highland Springs Elementary, and Dr. Gibson, Fairfield Middle School. Thank you. Over the last 4 years, our graduates have been under the guidance of educators who have worked hard to ensure that they have every opportunity to be prepared and to meet future challenges as productive citizens. These individuals are very proud of their accomplishments, hard work, and commitment the graduates have displayed throughout the high school years. At this time, please join me in recognizing the hardest working team in Henrico County, the staff of Highland Springs High School. Would you please stand, the staff of Highland Springs High School. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, we would like to honor the parents and those who serve in the role of parents to our graduates. We celebrate and honor you for your years of encouragement, patience, and love. If you are the parent of a member of our graduating class, please stand. Parents and guardians, we thank you for sharing and trusting us with your most precious gift, your children. Now I'd like to ask Mr. John Montgomery, will he come to the podium to bring greetings from the Henrico County School Board, immediately followed by Mr. Tyrone Nelson, representing the Board of Supervisors, and finally, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Amy Cashwell.
Thank you, Principal White. Thank you for allowing us to be here with you tonight to celebrate this great occasion. Particularly thank you to the members of the class of 2019 for all your hard work along the way. I will tell you, I'll be very brief, but as the group was marching in, as the students were coming in, I leaned over to Reverend Cooper and I said, man, what a good looking group. And he said, yeah, much better looking than their parents, isn't they? So I'm just sharing with you what he said. But I want to talk to the members of the class here for just a moment and tell you this. As you finish up here tonight, I want you to think back about someone along the way in the school system or even outside of the school system, a teacher, a coach, a parent, a member of your church, somewhere along the way, someone who made a key difference in your life. And if you can, if you're still around or you can reach out to them over the next couple of days, I want you to thank them for the wonderful feeling that you're having right now. If they're not here, I want you to thank them to yourselves. But just as importantly, as you go out into your lives, I hope that you will look for that opportunity to be that person for someone else, whether it's a younger brother or sister or cousin or a church member or somebody you just know. Be that person for them that someone was for you along the way and help them out. We're so very proud of you. We know that as you go out in your life, you will continue to make us Springer proud. Thank you.
Class of 2019, on behalf of the Board of Supervisors, real simply, I just want to say we're proud of you. You did it. God bless you, and do the best that you can with the rest of your time.
Graduates, I know that it feels like forever that you've been waiting to get to this moment. And as superintendent, I'm here to share one last thought about waiting. And this one is from the musical Hamilton. The line I love best in the show is delivered by a young Alexander Hamilton. And because there are video cameras here, I won't rap it, and you're welcome. It goes like this. I'm past patiently waiting. I'm passionately smashing every expectation. Every act is an act of creation. And here you are, class of 2019, ready to smash expectations. Now, it's true that the adult world includes a lot of waiting too, but your world, your nation, and your community need you to be past patiently waiting. Our challenges are too great, and your abilities are too valuable. And if that has you anxious, start small. Play a part. And as the saying goes, ordinary pebbles cause avalanches. Remember that every action is an act of creation. Graduates, I wish you strength and courage as you leave Henrico schools and move on into the world out there. And now, as a thank you for patiently waiting, please direct your attention to the screens for some memories from the class of 2019.
I'm gonna always remember the energy at the pep rallies and just us always coming together when it came to certain events.
I'm gonna miss about all the fun times we had, like the homecoming. I'm gonna miss that the most, and we just have fun here.
The love from everybody, students, teachers, faculty, everybody.
I'm gonna miss the football games, mostly, and the state championship games.
We've been winning since I was in 9th grade, so most definitely the football team. I'm gonna remember like all the people that I shared my 4 years with.
Just the bonds that I had with a lot of my teachers and the friendships that I've acquired.
The students, the teachers, how fun it is to come every day. But now I'm ready to go.
Mr. Ali, I love Mr. Ali. I feel like he's the only person that will understand me. I come to him for my problems, so definitely Mr. Ali and Coach Johnson.
Just Miss Fame, Miss Hannon, all the counselors in there, they are definitely like a big help and support, and I appreciate them greatly.
My librarian, Miss Coffey, Mr. Wilson, my history teacher, and my counselor, Mr. Otley. Definitely Miss Bailey Green, because anything I ever needed, she was always there.
Mr. Thompson in engineering.
Miss Holmes, she was like a real good teacher. Like, she would really help you.
Dr. Clark, she helped me grow as a leader, also a young adult.
The students, teachers, how everybody get along. I feel like we all a family. Yeah, I don't think you can find that nowhere else.
2019, we did it. We out.
I'm gonna miss y'all.
We ready. We got this. We made it.
We're finally out of here.
2019, we out. Remember this. Once a Springer, always a Springer.
I would now like to introduce the Highland Springs Choir. This evening, they will be singing We Won't Stop Dreaming by Pink Zebra, directed by Mr. Anthony Turner.
Here we are, living in the moment. Here we are, dreaming in the open. Look around, isn't this a new day? Make a move, doing things a new way. A new way. 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time. These are our
Thank you, Mr. Turner and Highland Springs Choir, for that lovely performance. I would like to introduce our student speakers. Mr. Adonis Dorsey William will speak first, followed by Mr. Aiden Hemstreet.
All right, I'm trying to get these jitters out real quick. What's up, class 2019? Oh, no, I need y'all a little bit more. Y'all gotta turn me up. Gotta turn me up, man. Are y'all gonna do me like that? That's all right. Good evening, Principal White, Dr. Cashwell, members of the school board, board of supervisors, teachers, parents, and fellow graduates of class of 2019. I am Adonis Dorsey Williams, and I'm here to give you words of encouragement to everyone in this building. And I promise you, I won't be long. But before I go into my speech, let's just take a moment and look around. Seriously, come on, look around. Everyone that you see here tonight, they are here for us. To all the people who celebrate our efforts, correct us when we were wrong, fixed us when we were broken, and kept pushing us to strive for more when we wanted to be left alone. Thank you. Your support made our success a reality. Thank you for helping us along this road trip we call life. Now, this journey we started so many years ago is a very long road trip. Life's road is the same as any regular road trip. You know, we pack our bags, grab the keys, fill up the tank, set the playlist up, and grab the hot Cheetos with the Minute Maid by the side. But then, you know, we just tossed the map right out the window. Instead of knowing the destination set for us by the people in the audience, we go in our own direction. Now, some of us was ready with the key ignition, while others had trouble getting the car started. Occasionally, we picked up some dents, ran out of gas, some got a new paint job, and more than a few of us upgraded our sound system with neon headlights with 15-inch head busters in the '06 Altima. Just know the Springs have a style on their own, which is called turn. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just our start to our journey is up to us and how we go forward with it. Now, this journey began at home, and the first thing we learned was called common sense. Give you an example. Get the dishes out the sink, turn the water all the way off, and when you mess up and get caught, don't talk back. Trust me. Some of these things I learned the hard way. But further on in our trip, school gave us book sense. Simple things, 1 + 1 is 2, the alphabet song, and come to school with a pencil, and nap time is the best time, now and forever. Our mindset is the reason we act the way we do, molding us into the people who we are today. Now, don't get me wrong, all the people that we know don't have both of these senses. Some of us were blessed with both, while some just upgraded their phone for the third time and say they broke it, quote unquote, accidentally. Eventually, our travels brought us to middle school. We were worried how in the world we're gonna survive a full of school full of strangers, 7 classes, and 7 different teachers, and no more recess. But all that concern disappeared, however, when we got our laptops. These devices will change our school experience forever. Again with us beginning playing games like Running Fred or being on Cool Math 24/7. And as we got older, we started getting on Google Hangouts, and the road started to get real smooth. Our hormones started to kick in. We thought saying I like you was basically saying I love you and I want to be with you forever. And on that sweet Saturday night, we put on that best outfit we had in the closet. For example, a simple white t-shirt with a fresh pair of Air Force Ones. And we head straight to the roller dome. But despite all the potholes in that road, we were in bliss, and we didn't have too much to worry about. This is the moment we turn into a new highway, however. This is where we shift into high gear and accelerate towards better things. We know this road is rougher than the one we're used to driving, but our previous journey will aid us through all the weather, detours, and traffic jams ahead. There will be sunshine, but there will be rain. You will see the beauty of spring, but feel the cold and harsh winter. Others will join you on the road, sometimes helping you with their way with the headlights, and sometimes sitting in our car singing way off key. Life will stack up the problems all at once, such as bills, work, and even relationship issues. Just like you're stuck in traffic, you have no choice but to take it slow. And remember, eventually the road will clear up. In those times, you always got to have a positive mindset. Trust your loved ones to steer you in the right direction, and watch out for others that will steer you in the wrong. And most of all, don't get stopped by the county. This is our journey. Maybe some of us weren't ready to start at the same time. Some people came into this year not knowing how would it go. But regardless of that, we finished together. We struggled in our own way. We helped each other find ourselves, and now we're finished. We're done with exams. We're done with homework. We're done with this year. And most of all, we're done with high school. Never forget where you came from and how you got here. Leave here tonight with the confidence that you will start your next phase on this journey the right way. Take this from the heart, my heart. Don't let no one tell you what you can or cannot do. Thank you, class of 2019. Good night.
Good evening, fellow members of the Highland Springs class of 2019. Looking around today, I want to thank everyone that I've met during high school and to the friends I've made. We've been through tough times together, and someone has always been there to help us get through. You guys are the best. My name is Aiden Hemstreet, and it is an honor to be with you all this evening. I'll try to keep this brief, since I'm sure everyone here just wants to grab their diplomas and get out of here, because 4 years is a long time to wait for a piece of paper. I'd like to congratulate all of you for making it here today. These past 4 years have been a long and winding road filled with accidents, and we couldn't have gotten here without the support of our teachers, friends, and family who are here today to help us celebrate. Let's take a moment to remember some of the good times we've had at Highland Springs. We've escaped midterms our entire high school career, and we've been through 3 different administrations and 4 principals. At the same time, our football team has won the state championship 4 years in a row. Numerous TSA awards have been awarded to our students, and we have earned our school full accreditation for the students who will follow in our paths. 4 years ago, we began our high school adventure without a clue as to what to expect, like plane crashes. Our freshman selves weren't the big kids anymore. We were the tiny freshmen who were pushed around in the halls and got lost on the first day. As individuals, we had just stepped foot into a much larger world, and of course it was going to be difficult to find our footing. Some of us made friends instantly on day 1, while it took some time for others. Being a freshman was an awful experience, and we wish that we hadn't done or said a lot of the things that we did, but we should really appreciate what happened in freshman year. So, for those of you who are thinking about all the things you'd rather forget about in freshman year, cherish those memories instead of forgetting them. They may have been bad, but climbing things you shouldn't climb and playing with sharp objects taught us lessons, one way or another, on how to be a better person. Now, I don't know about everyone here, but sophomore and junior year felt the same to me. I took classes, went out with friends, slept, and repeat. Going to school every day and seeing the same classes was draining. It took a lot of effort not to give up. And to top it off, a lot of us also got jobs sometime in our junior year. Suddenly, all of our free time was taken up either by school or a $7.75 an hour job learning how much we hate customers. Being given the responsibility of a paying job and participating in high school was a lot for a student, but we learned how to handle it. If freshman year was about learning how to fit in, then sophomore and junior year would have to be about trying out new things and learning to be confident, all the while having fun on the way, or at least trying to. Now, we have all been in a classroom that we are not prepared to be in. US history, calculus, chemistry, Miss K's class, and for so many of us, behind the wheel. However, we rose to the challenge of these classes and turned our hardships into impressive successes. I'm confident in all we've learned, except our ability to read a speed limit sign. You know who I'm talking about. It has been an honor to be with you all these past 4 years. We've learned a great deal about ourselves and each other as we matured. I know I've changed a lot. Remember the fun we've had here, as well as the lessons learned. Don't trust the chicken nuggets in the cafeteria. Turn your books in on time, but most of all, stay true to your friends. All of these experiences have made us better people, and I'm excited to see what all of you accomplish in the future. Thank you, class of 2019.
Before our valedictory address, we would like to formally recognize our academic top 10 students for the class of 2019. Student, please stand to be recognized as I call your name. Connor Flory, Bryce Warren, Ryan Felder, Joelle Young, Destiny Howell, Tamara Smith, Mason Smith, Derek Talbot, salutatorian Aiden Hemstreet, valedictorian Sierra Tutwiler. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Sarah Tutwiler to share her valedictory address.
Good evening, fellow students, faculty, and family. My name is Sierra Tutwiler, and I have the honor of giving this speech here tonight as the valedictorian of the class of 2019. Adonis and Aiden have already shown our gratitude toward our families and our peers, a sentiment I share. As our final thank you this evening, I would like to thank teachers, staff, administration, and those from the central office here tonight. Our parents were not joking when they said it takes a village to raise a child. For me, it took a whole city. Each and every one of us has at least one teacher who has gone above and beyond what was required of them and helped us grow as people, not just as students. Personally, I have to thank my teachers for helping me reach this point. Mr. Smith, Mrs. Ramirez, and Mr. Wilson for helping me appreciate subjects that were not math or science. Ms. Leonard, Ms. Anderson, Ms. Sherwood, and Mr. Rombach for reminding me what my passions are. And Mr. Backens and Mr. Thompson for giving me the chance to stand here today and believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you to the amazing support staff of Highland Springs High School for making sure everything was working behind the scenes. And to the administration for keeping us under check to ensure our success in the future, even if we didn't always appreciate it at the time. And thanks to everyone from central office who pulled the necessary strings to keep our school running, except for the AC. And my final shout out, because they asked me in the hallway before this, is to ACA and engineering. I know we didn't always get along, but we did make it through this together, guys. With that said, I want to take us back 4 years. Before school even began in September, I found myself on the Highland Springs field hockey team. I had never heard of the game, but the softball coach informed me that the only way onto that team was to play field hockey. Seemed logical. As I learned the game, this group of strangers soon became my closest friends. And together, we managed to pull off an incredible 15-1 record. That is 15 losses and 1 win. Yeah. At least I can tell you that our one victory was a double overtime triumph against Verina in the playoffs. On any level, no one would call our team great that year, except for one aspect, the bond we form with one another. Friendship is important in high school. It makes the tough times bearable. As the years passed, our record improved, never to the levels of our football, cheer, and basketball teams, but better than where we started. We fought through the cold, heat, wind, and storms, through bruises, concussions, broken fingers, and sprains, finding out what worked and what didn't. Our program is still growing, and it will continue to build after we leave. This is the best way to live our lives, improve where we can, and leave a positive legacy together. This ceremony marks the end of our journey. We have survived both high school as well as nearly 2 decades worth of life throwing obstacles at us. While graduation marks the conclusion of high school, it is only the end of a very small part of our lives. Looking ahead, it is okay to be a little scared. We are leaving the security of what we know and have become accustomed to, and now we move into the unknown. Don't fear this uncharted path. Realize it is just a blank slate waiting to record our future endeavors, failures, and triumphs. Tonight marks the start of a new chapter in our lives, a new beginning. Finally, take a few seconds and paint a picture in your head of where you want to be 10 years from now. I want you to think about what you're doing, where you are, and who you are with. Remember this vision in years to come. Remember the hope, the dreams, the pride you hold right now. Whether you leave here to continue your education, become a part of the workforce or the military, or just bum it on your friend's couch, these are the things that will keep you on the right path. There will be times ahead of us where we will try and try and try, but we just won't succeed, and that's okay. Keep your hope that there is a resolution. Defeat can lead to new experiences. Just recall the dream that made you try in the first place. Everyone sitting here tonight has the strength to get back up again when life knocks you down, as long as you're proud enough to know that you are worth rising and fighting again. Class of 2019, remember that picture in your head and do what it takes to make it a reality. As Springers, we are so much more than what people think we are. We have stepped up to the plate, made connections, fought harder, and suffered more than our peers. And now we take this experience into a world that doesn't know what's coming. It's not ready, but we are. Thank you, and good luck on the road ahead.
I would now like to call to the podium Mr. John Montgomery, Chair, Representative Verona District, to provide the Declaration of Graduation.
Thank you. Will the candidates for graduation, will the class please rise? Platform guests, ladies and gentlemen, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia, the Henrico County School Board, and on the recommendation of the faculty and administration, I declare these candidates of Highland Springs High School graduates. I declare you graduates with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Graduates, will you please turn your tassels? Class, please be seated. Thank you.
At this time, we will prepare for the awarding of the individual diplomas. Remember, each student and family deserves to hear his or her name announced as they receive their hard-earned diploma. All guests are reminded that RMZ event staff are located throughout the audience to assist if people around you are causing disruptions. This is a monumental event in the life of each of our graduates and their families. Thank you.
Robert Alexander Agee. Elicio Aguilar Moreno. Kwan Malik George Anderson. William Z. Andrews Jr. Aaliyah Marie Armstrong. Donovan L. Artis. Alea Lenice Artis. Derica Lakita Atkins. Jesus Zion Austin. Alicia Marie Bagaris. Darius Elijah Baker. Darnisha Lintasia Baker. Jamal Malik Baker. Krishana Shadiah Baker. Tamia Ayana Baker. Shania Christina Banks. Tiara Ajane Banks. Jaquay Chanel Baptiste. Keontae Simmons. Zahid Zasi Aswad. Brandon Albert Henley. Thomas M. Slaughter. De'er Sanique Cockrell. Tony Ramel Barcroft. Roxana Giselle Bedoya Marroquin. Dustin Quinn Beggs. Jenna Marie Bingle. David Harold Bay Jr. Davin Austin Beam. Latara Charnette Janae Blackston. Kwamia Janae Blackwell. Faison Alonzo Blake. Jonas Michael Terrell Board. Jihad Nakai Bobbitt. Keyshawn Darrell Bobbitt. Nakaya Danan Booth. Michael Emmanuel Booz. Takayla Denise Bradby. Damaya Jamisha Braxton. Theodore Lamont Brinkley III. Kiana Linnell Brogdon. Jalen Tennell Brooks. Keontae K. Brooks. Taylor Marie Brooke. Cameron Tyler Brown. Jada Levon Brown. Jordan Alexis Brown. Cameron Lewis Brown. Kanaya Denasia Brown. Kion Jabray Brown. Tania S. Brown. Amber M. Browning. Kiera Keontae Brown Ricks. Yasir Yuno Reed. Maya Marie Burks. Tia Lynn Burks. Shamisha R. Burno. La Precious Aviante Nachina Burton. Madison McKenna Cahoon. Kevin Alexander Calderon Martinez. Carlicia Marguerite Ariana Calixt. Davon Marquise Callis. Shanae Dominique Carter. Nadia Rochelle Carter. Tierra Carter. Lauren Monet Cash. Taiwan Jaquay Cephas. Eric Estuardo Chanchavic Alvarado. Samaya Ebony Nazira Chandler. Cole Daniel Schlabowski. Faith Claiborne. Tavon Amir Lavon Clanton. Armand Jaquel Clark. Jaden I. Clark. Tori Akaya Monet Claiborne. Keontae Dwayne Coates. Harley Quinn Kayla Coggins. Antoine David Ray Coleman Jr. Jordan Marquise Coleman. Monet Lavon Coleman. Devin Antoine Coles. Tashana Janae Cook. Bryson Jordan Cook. Shaquez Yamel Cosby. Tylia Lene Cotman. Ianche Shantasia Crawley. Gartasia Denise Irene Crawley. Gabriel Russell Cruz. Kara Simone Crudup. Jordan Avery Crump. Cindy Gabriela Cruz Velasquez. Michael Noah Dabney. Jerron Neil Dandridge Jr. Kiera Lee Daniels. Christy Ann Daniels. Trayvon Demondre Davenport. Demaya Chriselle Davis. Eddie Leon Davis Jr. Daylon Nazir Dixon. Diani Dominguez Martinez. Nylea Lee Edwards. Adonis Naran Dorsey Williams. Christopher Bryant Etter Jr. Linwood C. Falk III. Adelshana Leticia Fauntleroy. Ryan Nicholas Felder. Keyshawn Spurquan Finney. Micah Jada Fleming. Kenneth James Fleming Jr. Connor Reese Flory. Damian Zaire Lavelle Ford. Benjamin Michael Forsyth. Aman Yasin Foster Powell. Jamari Kevon Fowler. Jalen Deshawn Fowler. Amaya Cassandra Faith Francis. Darren Lynn Freeman. Cameron Edward Friend. Xavier Malik Gaines. Sean Ardell Garris Jr. Kanisha Nashay Katia Ford. Ken Lamont Garrison Jr. Jalen Nicole Gathers. Shane Michael Gibbs. Austin Dane Gilbert. Jasmine Lene Gilbert. Tijela Keshana Gilliam. Desmond Delone Glover Jr. Jeffrey Jordan Glover. Sydney Nicole Goss. Meandre Ivante De Tyrick Green. Jonathan Raymond Groff. Cameron Malia Hall. Jada Michelle Hamilton. Daniel Deshawn Hamlin. Tremont Fredquan Hancock. Elijah Jalyn Hansen. Zachary Ross Harding. True Denise Ford. Karina Beatriz Gomez Hernandez. Odie Moritza Gonzalez Perez. Jada Anaya Hargrove. Patrick Christopher Hargrove. Deja Maya Simone Harris. Jaquan Diamante Harris. Jahari Tamir Harris. Joseph Archer Moses Harris IV. Marquise Eugene Harris. Ryland Jermaine Harris Jr. Gary Michael Haynes Jr. India M. Heath. Aiden McMillan Hemstreet. Jaden Rayshawn Henderson. Kieran Tyrese Henderson. Tanaya Jashay Henderson. Trey Abu Henderson. Sky John Henley. Jordan Renee Hicks. Yamira Alexandria Hodgson Sinkler. Ramsey James Holman. Kayla Christine Haskins. LaChina Syasia Hatcher Simmons. Paige Olivia Holloman. Alexander Clarence Houston III. Destiny Naisha Howell. Malik Wyatt Hughes. Joel Christopher Huey Jr. Kiana Makia Hyman. Fatia Abike Ionda. Dorothy A. Jackson. Shania Z. Jackson. Praneeth Johannan Jacob. Maisha Arshay Jacobs. Kiani Avian James. Jada Monet James. Ronald Ali Jennings III. Sierra S. Johns. Andrea Victoria Johnson. James Xavier Johnson. Samaria Syra Johnson. Mahogany Monet Jackson. Milton Thomas Jackson III. Sierra Nashay Johnson. Adriana Yane Jones. Avicia Lachey Jones. Hassan Tremaine Jones. Jaden Elisha Jones. Jameer Tamaria Jones. Jason Matthew Jones Jr. Kendall Lee Jones. Tavares R. Jones. Fontigo Tali Jordan. Nazel K. Joyner. Ethan Alexander Cagle. Isaiah N. Keel Rockman. Cheveria M. Kelly Jr. Damari Bryant Kendall. Avon D2 Kilby. Kevon Tyke Laster. Kendrick Ardell Jones. Arshel Tiante Jones. Leon Darnell Lawson Jr. Franklin Mardell Lee Jr. Ricky Lockett Lee. Tyon Markim Isaiah Lee. Glendy Xiomara Leon Rivera. Daquan Everett Lewis. Gary Arthur Lewis. Marquan M. Lewis. Marianne Kershay Lewis. Enrique Lopez. Maricela Guadalupe Lopez Hernandez. Giselle Lopez Martinez. Zane Maurice Mangrum. Jordan Lakeith Manning. Jeremiah Montre Merrow. Elliot Raheem Martin. Laysana J. Martin. Nakaya Nashay Martin. Shamia Nishay Jones. Zakiah Ashanti Martin. Douglas Martinez Ortiz. LaDeja Milan Mason. Jayla Storm Matthews. Samaria Brianna May. Tania Monet McBride. Shiree Naji McKeever. Keyshawn Anthony McLean. Jesus Y. Medina. Kiwan Haikis Melendez. Tamia Monique Meredith. John Melvin Merritt. Nikita Renee Mickens. Chianti Dominique Midget. Robert Napoleon Miles Jr. Vernon Leo Miles III. Jame Lanza Miller. Keela Latrice Miller. Luke Daniel Miller. Zakari Joanne Mello. Lucy Iris Rose Mobley. Javante Tyshawn Montague. Nyasia Antoinette Montague. Naisha Rochelle Moon. Naima I. Moore. Calvin Lamont Morgan Jr. Anaya M. Morris. Kaylin Alexander Morris. Shadiah Kiana Mosley. Diamond Elise Moses. Shamante Arzea Moss. Ayana Sinclair Muse. Patrick Mulangularo. Deshaun Linnell Murchison. Kaya D. Morrell. Dejuan Latrell Muse. Jessica Monet Nelson. Kanice Marquita Nelson. Nia J. Morrison. Lenora Judah Mosby. Delisa Monet Newbill. Tony Rodell Nolan II. Cameron Alexis Owen. Ashe Theo Owens. DeAndre Lee Owens. Jacoby A.K. Page. Carjay Marshall Page. Tyshawn A. Patillo. Nia Lynn Perkins. Nishim Nizel Timothy Perkins. Tyshawn L. Payton. Anaya Brittany Cynthia Phillip. Tristan Tyler Filyaw. Jordan Christopher Poindexter. Sathvik R. Patlapali. Brianna Lenice Powell. Joel Gonzalez Preza Jr. Tajane Shania Palmer. Twajan Rashid Palmer. Isaiah Taj Parker. David Sidney Price. Alexander W. Ragland. Joshua James Ragland. Shaim Zion Reed. Avian Adrian Revere. Asia Nichelle Reynolds. Taylor Q. Richardson. Devontae Jermaine Robinson. Raja Idris Robinson. Anthony Jesus Rodas. Grace Emily Rombach. Cameron E. Ross. Quadrica Roche Ross. Dakota Raylon Salters. Karen Naomi Sanchez Malpica. Jonquavius Rasan Scarborough. Perry Terrell Scott Jr. Yoniko Sims Sharp Jr. Stevie Lamont Ricks Jr. Desiree D. Rivera. Camilla Lanice Robinson. Jeremiah Rafiq Shears. Zayana Manasia Slaughter. Javion Landell Smalls. Amara Smith. Cameron Carter Smith. Davon T. Smith. Dietrich A. Smith, Jr. Mason P. Smith. Raekwon L. Smith. Samir Najee Smith. Tamara Alexis Smith. Tobias Terrell Smith. Janiyah Monet Snell. Shayla Denise Snipes. Kayla Simone Marie Spencer. William Dermont Spencer Jr. Josiah J.P. Sykes. Kivanti Damon Smith. Kevin Alberto Tabora Flores. Tremaine Deshawn Talbert. Derek Connor Talbot. Jade Danae Talley. Quayshawn D. Taylor. Dallas M. Thompson. Kamaya Takidria Thompson. Jalen Nicole Tillman. Gershon Isaiah Tolliver. Zykes Andrew Triplett. Dewan Arnell Turner, Jr. Sierra Ann Tutwiler. Dwaki E. Tyler. Sarah Antonia Ann Vini. Devonte Jawan Waller. Leonard O. Waller, Jr. Bryce Alexander Warren. Latrell Daniel Warren. Hassan Najee Washington. Delonte L. Trapp. Shanae Shirley Ann Watson. LaWarren Figaro Williams. Antoine Lavert Wells, Jr. Gregory Elmont Wells, Jr. Damon M. Wirtz. Joseph Nathaniel Wesley. Alicia Monet White. Alyssa Simone White. Diara Lene Jackson. India N. Wiggins. Antoine Leon Wilkerson. Phil Roger Wilkerson. Trayvon L. Wilkerson. Aaron Khalees Williams, Jr. Amia Sharkia Williams. Austin Hunter Williams. Kanan Seth Williams. Jermaine Donnell Williams. Christian Antonio White. Miles Xavier White. Shaeja Ashima White. Unique Diamond Williams. Victoria Monet Williams. Antonico Rayvon Wilson, Jr. Jariq Damar Wilson. Michael Damon Wilson, Jr. Anaya Deasia Winston. Ariane Javon Winston. Damon Marvell Winston. Adonis Malik Yancey. Joel Ohana Young. Trayvon Lewis Woodson. Zaya Sade Woodson. Tabitha E. Willard.
Please join me in congratulating the class of 2019. Class of 2019, certified springers. We are so proud of the young people that you have become, and I'm excited about what is in store for you. It has been an honor to watch you go through your struggles and growing pains and have a small part in this awesome future for you. To the class of 2019, I leave you with these thoughts. What will you do to make your days matter? And what will you do to make the most out of your days? Your success in life will be determined on how well you use the days that you have. Make every day count. Find your purpose, pursue it, and show the world just how awesome you are. Congratulations, and may you be as blessed as you are today. And also remember, once a Springer, always a Springer. Our commencement exercises will conclude with the recession of our graduates. Parents, you are reminded to meet your child on the corner of Harrison and Broad Street. Please stand and remain standing until the faculty and graduates have recessed.